Welcome to Two Guys,
A girl.
and an MBA.
the continuing saga of Trump's tariffs. Well, what did he do? He put the tariffs on, and then the next day after they were implemented, he said, "No, no, no, not automakers." And then also he excluded almost everything from Mexico and Canada, but the 10% from China still stood. Now they're talking about it's 20%, um, causing all kind of ups and downs in the markets and corporate America layoffs. What do you think about these tariffs?
I'm gonna start by saying I have Trump fatigue syndrome. I don't put that out there. I'm just fatigued. And then I looked for answers not in economics but in the animal world. So I was looking at chimpanzees and what happens like when the a dominant chimpanzee comes in. Like what did they really do? And research has found that they have something called in zoology disruptive leadership, right? Where they come in, they deny access to things, they eat babies. It's all kinds of crazy stuff because I'm like shaking my head every day. There's like another problem on planet Earth that Donald Trump is just poking his like finger in. And yeah, tariffs is one. And then I also know that back to economics, I think he just put a 250% tariff, 250 on Canadian dairy because Canada threw some tariffs at him. So he came back and this is just going to be a global pissing match, I would say right now. So, there's no, I mean, I don't know what the economic logic is other than dominance and trying to dominate something and get something back for something. Otherwise, there's already talk that the American consumer is going to pay anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 more annually. They're going to pay $4,000 to $5,000 more for their
Mm.
cars, kitchen table issues. So I have no idea. I just looked to the animal world to try to make some sense of this. It happened before, so
The Guardian quoted Trump declared there to be no room left for a deal with Canada and Mexico this week. Tariffs on China levied at 10% doubled to 20% on Tuesday. And a day after imposing the steep tariffs on Mexico and Canada, he announced a month-long, halt for the car makers. And then the following day, he also suspended tariffs on almost all goods from Canada and Mexico. So I have an interesting theory. I think, what if it's a smoke screen? What if he's attacking Canada and attacking Mexico and attacking China, and then he pulls back on Mexico and Canada, but it's still everything's still all the way with China, so that it's not like, oh, he's just doing a trade war with China. Seems strategic. Do you think he planned it that way, or do you think that he's kind of rolling with the punches here?
I can say that I think he just tried how much he can do,
Mm.
and nothing will be returned to him. So he tried, push the button, more push, more pull, and how you react. If nobody reacts properly, then I can do it. Why not? I do it because I can. So he's just trying how much he can do, and see, Mexican, come down. Canada crying, China, maybe the war, we'll see. So I just thinking he trying to understand who capable respond him, and
That
in
goes
which
well with Isvar's dominance theory, the dominant chimp theory, that he's just trying to bully everyone,
yes,
right?
right. Pee on other bushes like dogs do. He's just, marks his spot. And I think it's funny because when you, as a country, you're consumed with this tariff and Donald Trump, you're not looking at other things. It's almost
Yeah.
like your attention's in the front and someone's stealing from the back. You just, you're just have so many resources, and I mean, it is dizzying watching it. Um, and you also know that if you're going to charge 25% for a product that I'm selling to you, I'm adding it to the price. It's just completely inevitable. I don't understand. I understand the tactic of it, but the economics of it, yeah, you'll make some money, but it's always an offset, right? You're going to get some back, but you're going to pay more in the front. Um, I don't know what else to say about Donald Trump and his tariffs. I've said my chimpanzee theory, and I think I'm going to tap out now.
I mean, I think there's what you said earlier about prices is that it's going to cap demand, basically, is that the prices are going to be passed on to the consumers, and consumers paying higher prices means they're going to consume less. And you're seeing companies this week respond, like I think Microsoft, Starbucks, one other one, uh, doing mass corporate layoffs. And so uh, Amazon, maybe it was. And you're seeing companies, businesses adjust to this erratic, because it's erratic. It's, up, down. So the volatility is up. I see it in the market because I track options and we trade volatility basically. And ever since he's been doing all this stuff, the volatility is through the roof on certain issues. And uh, you're seeing businesses respond by curbing hiring, doing mass layoffs, and because they're anticipating lower demand. So they're cutting costs, tightening.
Yeah, there's another political tactic in when you enter office is you do the dirty work at the beginning,
Mm.
not at the end. At the end, you want to give gifts at the end for re-election.
Mhm.
So he's really following that playbook where he's doing all the dirty work now. It's going to get messy. He's saying that. The long-term vision is to get it done now, and then maybe by the midterms where they're going to start voting, then you're going to see some beneficial effect of this. Uh, and that's what he's doing. He's just going to keep piling it on for the next, I think, year. Um, get some victories. He's gotten a lot of victories. I think the Panama Canal was a victory, selling it to BlackRock. I think he's looking for a Greenland victory. He's looking for a Canadian victory. He's looking for a Mexican. I don't know what the Mexicans can give him. I don't know. They're trying their best. He's looking for a China victory, and I think he's going to celebrate in the midterms.
I didn't hear about that. They sold the Panama Canal to BlackRock. What happened?
They sold it to
Oh,
BlackRock.
geez.
Yeah, it's off the books. I mean,
I was under a
yeah.
BlackRock.
Yeah, it's so CK Hutchinson, the Hong Kong-based, company, got pressured and they sold it. I think last week they started talking about the agreement to sell it to BlackRock. So
Yeah, that's recent. 3 days, a U.S. firm agrees to buy Panama Canal ports at center of Trump fury. So I think I did hear about that. So they're buying them from the Chinese companies, right, that were holding those. So he's delivering
absolutely,
on some of these, these tactics, these hardball, I guess you would call them tactics. They're
yeah.
delivering some results, I guess.
And what do you think about his activity? Just go out from NATO, from United Nations? That she said America just spends a lot, wastes a lot of money for these activities, and he don't care anymore. They want to be a part of these organizations.
Yeah, he's coming directly after Europe too. Like nobody is safe. Even France, Great Britain, Germany. He's going up against everyone. Please consider subscribing below.
Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments, feedback, what you think about us, and see you in the next podcast. Bye.